and I quote, the more profoundly we study this wonderful book, the better citizens we will become. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th and perhaps the greatest U.S. president that ever lived, said, and I quote, "But for this book, we could not know right from wrong. I believe that the Bible is the best gift that God has ever given to man." As human as he is, man is susceptible to evil without the right foundation. It is God, through His holy word, the Bible, who is the right foundation. Let us realize, Mr. Speaker, Your Honors, face and address now the sad reality that the foundation of our morality and moral values continue to be shaken hard by worldly pleasure, greed, and lust for wealth, power, position, influence, and of the flesh. How can there be good governance when graft and corruption continue to abound in almost all sector and level of our society? CNN Philippines on January 23, 2020 reported, and I quote, "Corruption worsened in the Philippine government in 2019 as it ranked 113 of 180 countries studied on their perceived political integrity." Transparency International, a non-profit watchdog monitoring the status of global corruption in the public sector, has issued the Corruption Perceptions Index for 2019, showing that the Philippines dropped 14 notches from 99 in year 2018 to 113 today. The Bible warns, if the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? There is no other stronger and surer foundation than the Almighty God, and we can fully know Him through the Bible. Leo Tolstoy, a Russian writer, even said, and I quote, "Without the Bible, the education of a child in the present state of society is impossible." In the Bible, we can learn proper obedience to the law, honor to leaders, and respect to authority. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 13 says, "Submit yourselves to every ordinance of men for the Lord's sake, whether it be to the king as supreme." In 1 Peter 2:14, even governors in Titus 3:1 put them in mind to be subject to principalities and powers, to obey the magistrates, to be ready to every good work. In Romans 13:1, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God." In Romans 13:1. "Curse not the king," Ecclesiastes 10:20. In Acts chapter 23 and verse number 5, "Thou shalt not speak evil of the ruler of thy people." The Bible, Mr. Speaker, is indispensable in good governance, despite the constitutional declarations on the promotion and protection of the moral, spiritual, intellectual, and social well-being of our youth. According to our Constitution, the mandate that all educational institutions shall strengthen ethical and spiritual values and develop moral character and personal discipline, and that religion may be allowed to be taught in public elementary and high school according to our Constitution. Morality, moral values, principles, and standards continue to deteriorate. On the other hand, corruption, drugs, criminality, to name a few, continue to proliferate in all segments of society and all levels of government. George Washington said, and I quote, "It is impossible to rightly govern the world without the Bible." Mr. Speaker, Your Honors, may I declare that the Bible is the best authority in politics and effective governance. The principles and standards of a blessed nation and good leadership are laid down in its pages, wherein is declared in the book of Proverbs, righteousness exalts a nation. When the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear it rule, the people mourn. If only the Bible is read, proclaimed, obeyed, and practiced, our beloved country would be in a much better place to live in, and our government would truly be a government of honesty, righteousness, and order. Thomas Jefferson said, and I quote, "If only biblical discipline, principles, and standards are taught and inculcated in the minds of our children, there would be no much problem on leadership, governance, and peace and order." Mr. Speaker, true, in the preamble of our Constitution, we declared that we are imploring the aid of Almighty God. But I believe that such a mere declaration will lead our nation and our people to nowhere. We have sufficient laws on graft and corruption, on plunder, on malversation of public funds. Yet we are living witnesses in the reality in our country that corruption seems to have become ingrained in the blood, as no less than our president has echoed. Why? Perhaps because many do not know or understand, or may have never heard what the Bible says in the following verses in Romans 13, verse number 3. Rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. In Numbers 32 and verse number 23, a warning to all corrupt officials. It says, "Be sure your sin will find you out." I would like to quote to you, Mr. Speaker, Your Honors, what Psalms 19, verses 7 to 11 says. It says, "The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The command of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgment of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward." I remembered the words of the 18th U.S. President Ulysses Grant when he said, and I quote, "The Bible is the anchor of our liberties." In closing, Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of this august chamber, may I encourage each one to turn to the pages of the Bible. The real hope of our nation and our people depend on it. I would like again to quote a verse in the Bible quoted so many times in 2 Chronicles 7 and verse number 14. "If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land." My sincere thanks to all who patiently listen, and may our nation become what God has said in Psalm 33 and verse number 12. "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord." Maraming salamat po sa lahat. God bless the Philippines. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also would like to tell our congressman that Pastor in America, Pastor Mark Smith, has prepared to give each and every congressman a leather-bound, gold edges, King James Bible to everyone that I am holding today. I would like to call the majority floor leader, as I would like to ceremonially give to him a copy of the Bible. Is the majority leader all around here? Before The rest would be given your own Bible. I would like Pastor Mark Smith to please stand up. Give a hand to Pastor Mark Smith, who painstakingly prepared and spent for this Bible. Mga congressman, ito pong Bible na ito, around 7,000 pesos ang halaga nito. And it will be given to you free, to all of you. Kaya, ceremonially, Majority Floor Leader, may I present this Bible to the Majority Leader, my partner in Congress. Later on, we're going to give the Speaker, Alan Peter Cayetano, his copy. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Your honors. Thank you.
Thank you to the Honorable Minority Leader. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable Representative Abante to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
Is there an objection? The Chair hears none. The speech of the Honorable Abante is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend the privilege hour.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The privilege hour is suspended.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we call the roll of members.
Is there an objection? The Chair hears none. The Secretary General will please now call the roll of members.
Roll call of members. Honorable Representatives. Abante. Abaya. Abellanosa. Abu. Abweg Zaldivar. Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Alba, Jong, Advincula, Agabas, Agrao, Glipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Genaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Arbison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Pagatsing, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Baskug, Bautista, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Billones, Piron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Kabotchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Kawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Cayetano Alan Peter Compañero, Cayetano Maria Laarni, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chungalao, Ko Angelica, Ko Elizalde, Coanco, Colyantes, Crisologo, Cua, Quaresma, Cueva, Kulyamat, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Loso Montalia, Demaporo Abdullah, Demaporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael III, D. Ian Paul, Ebcas, Ecleo, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Farinas Ria, Farinas Rudy Caesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Frere Juliet, Frere Luis, Flores, Fortune, Fortuno, Frasco, Fuentebella, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Goroseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Aresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Alushos, Javier, Jimenez, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lazatin, Liechon, Legarda, Lim, Lim Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Losotan, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Magundadato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Nunez Malanyaon, Huaminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Ronnie, Ortega, Uwano Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radaza, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Sanchez, Sangcopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulug, Savellano, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Singson Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, C. Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves Arnulfo, Teves Jose, Tiangco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Chutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva Brother Eddie, Villanueva Noel, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikorat, Zarate, Zubiri. Mr. Speaker, the roll call shows that 221 members responded to the call.
With 221 members responding to the call, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve the Journal number 33 dated January 20 and 21 and Journal number 34 dated January 22, 2020.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill 5673, printed copies of which were distributed to the members, and pursuant to the rules of the House. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General will now call, will read the title. To read the title of 5673 and thereafter call the roll on third reading.
House Bill Number 5673, an act authorizing the Department of Health to set and approve the bed capacity and service capacity of all DOH retained hospitals. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 5673. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg Zaldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Jong, Advincula, Agabas, Garao, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albana, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Genaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Arbison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Humentado, Babasa, Bagatsing, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Berzaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Cabotchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Kawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Ferdinil, Cayetano Alan Peter, Cayetano Maria Laarni, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chungalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizaldi, Cuanco, Colyantes, Crisologo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Colyama, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Datol, Dasa, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Loso Montalia, De Maporo Abdullah, De Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duwavit Duhali Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael III, D. Ian Paul, Ebcas, Ecleo, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Fariñas Ria, Fariñas Rudy Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Fer Juliet, Fer Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Frasco, Fuentebella, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Goroseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Aresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Halus Hos, Javier, Jimenez, Co Elisa, Co Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad Labad, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lazatin, Liechon, Legarda, Lim Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Losotan, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Magunda Dato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Nunez Malañao, Huaminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Ronnie, Ortega Pablo, Juano Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radaza, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Rimulya, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand, Romualdez Yadamarie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Sanchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmento, Sauluc, Savellano, Xiao, Silverio, Singson Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, C. Alvarado, Tadura, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherny, Tejada, Teves Arnulfo, Teves Jose, Tianco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Chutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Val Mayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Brother Eddie, Villanueva Noel, Villar, Villaraza Suarez, Villarica, Yolago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikurat, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 213 votes in the affirmative, 0 negative, and 0 abstention, House Bill 5673 is approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider House Bill number 5811, 5853, and 5854 on third reading. All of these bills are for the creation of engineering offices. And I move that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the measures so mentioned. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General will read the House bill numbers and the titles of the bills, and thereafter to call the roll on third and final reading.
House Bill 5811, an act transferring the location of Sorsogon 2nd District Engineering Office from Bulan, Sorsogon to Gubat, Sorsogon, amending for the purpose Republic Act Number 9689, entitled An Act Establishing the Sorsogon 2nd District Engineering Office in the province of Sorsogon and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5853, an act creating a district engineering office in the 7th Legislative District of the province of Cebu and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5854, an act establishing the 1st District Engineering Office in the municipality of Labo, province of Camarines Norte, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill numbers 5811, 5853, and 5854. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abo, Abueg Saldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adyong, Adbincula, Agabas, Agaraw, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Genaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amantimatba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Arbizon, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Bagatsing, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascog, Bautista, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Billones, Peron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Kabochan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Predenil, Cayetano Alan Peter Compañero, Cayetano Maria Larne, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chungalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizalde, Co Juanco, Co Liantes, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Gulyamat, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalo, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Lozo Montalia, Di Mapuro Abdullah, Di Mapuro Muhammad Khalid, Duapit, Duhali, Duterte, Di Faustino Ino, Di Faustino Michael, Di Ian Paul, Ebcas, Ecleo, Ilago, Inverga, Erize, Irigel, Ermita Buhayin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Fariñas Ria Cristina, Fariñas Rudy Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Ferrer Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Prasco, Pentevilla, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Pablo Jan, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlos Lisandro, Goreseta, Gico, Gulyas, Guya, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Haloshos, Javier, Jimenez, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lasatin, Yechon, Ligarda, Lim Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Losota, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Mangudadatu, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Uaminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Roni, Ortega, Juanyo Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand, Romualdez Yadamari, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Sanchez, Sangkopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulog, Savillano, Siao, Silverio, Singson, Singson Mehan, Sensuat, Swansing Estrellanta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, Si Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alicia Shina, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherny, Tejada, Tevez Arnolfo, Tevez Jose, Chanco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Tutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungap, Uy Juliet, Oy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva Eduardo, Villanueva Noel, Villar, Villarreal Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikurat, Sarate, Subiri.
With 222 votes in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bills 5811, 5853, 5854, and 5855 are approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bills numbers 5740, 5741, 5742, 5743, 5744, 5872, printed copies of which were distributed to the members pursuant to the rules of the House. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bills and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting, Mr. Speaker.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The Secretary General will read the titles of the bills and thereafter call the roll on nominal voting on third and final reading.
House Bill Number 5740, an act separating the Tabuk National High School, Bantay Extension, Barangay Bantay, Tabuk City, Province of Kalinga, from Tabuk City National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as the Bantay National High School and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5741, an act separating the Guinzandan National High School, Mayag Extension, in Barangay Mayag, Municipality of Bauco, Mountain Province, from the Guinzandan National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as the Mayag National High School. House Bill Number 5742, an act separating the Lubon National High School, Mabalite Extension in Barangay Mabalite, Municipality of Tianjian, Mountain Province, from the Lubon National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as the Mabalite National High School and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill Number 5743, an act separating the Lanao Elementary School, the Burab Dalanao Extension in Barangay Bakari, Municipality of Parasiles, Mountain Province, from the Dalanao Elementary School, converting it into an independent elementary school to be known as the Willie McClinic Elementary School. House Bill Number 5744, an act establishing a separate school division office in the city of Canlaon, Province of Negros Oriental, amending for the purpose Section 86 of Republic Act Number 3445, and entitled An Act Creating the City of Canlaon. House Bill Number 5872, an act separating the Guinaang National High School, Mainit Extension in Barangay Mainit, Municipality of Bontoc, Mountain Province, from the Guinaang National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as the Mainit National High School and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of the said House bills. Abaya, Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg Zaldivar, Abunda, Ako, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agabas, Agarao, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albalno, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Genaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Arbison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Mentado, Babasa, Bagatsing, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Berzaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bautista Bandiga, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondoc, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Caputchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Kawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Cayetano Alan Peter, Cayetano Mariala Arni, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chungalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizaldi, Coanco, Colyantes, Crisologo, Cuwa, Cuaresma, Cueva, Colyamat, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Datol, Dasat, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Los Montalia, De Maporo Abdullah, De Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael III, D. Ian Paul, Ebcas, Ecleo, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Fariñas Ria, Fariñas Rudy Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Fer Juliet, Fer Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Frasco, Fuentebella, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Goed, Gomar, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Ariel Yodong, Gonzales, Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Goroseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Halus Hos, Javier, Jimenez, Co Elisa, Co Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lazatin, Liechon, Legarda, Lim Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Losotan, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawa, Magundadato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matba Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Nunez Malañaon, Waminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Ronnie, Ortega, Uano Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padjernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radaza, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand, Romualdez Yedamari, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbango, Salo, Sanchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulug, Savellano, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Singson Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, Si Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves Arnulfo, Teves Jose, Tiangco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Chutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungap, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Brother Eddie, Villanueva Noel, Villar, Villaras Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikorat, Zarate Zubiri.
With 227 votes in the affirmative, 0 negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bills number 5740, 5741, 5742, 5743, 5744, and 5872 are approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading for House Bill 5870 and 5871, and for this purpose, may I request the Secretary Director General directed to read the title of the measure.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The Secretary General will read the titles of the measure and thereafter to call the roll on a nominal voting.
House Bill 5870, an act establishing a 300-bed capacity tertiary training and general hospital in Barangay Mauay, City of Mandaluyong, to be known as the Senate President Neftali A. Gonzalez General Hospital, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5871, an act upgrading the Maria Eleazar District Hospital in the municipality of Tagkawayan, Province of Quezon, into a Level 3 General Hospital to be known as the Maria Eleazar General Hospital, under the direct supervision and control of the Department of Health, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 5870 and 5871. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abo, Abueg Saldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adyong, Advincula, Agabas, Agarao, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Genaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amantimatba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Abison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Bagatsing, Balindong, Bañas Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascog, Bautista, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Billones, Beron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Kabuchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campus, Canama, Kawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Pedinil, Cayetano Alan Peter, Cayetano Maria Laarne, Celeste, Chato, Chepeco, Chungalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizalde, Co Juanco, Coliantes, Crisologo, Cua, Quaresma, Cueva, Culyamat, Dago, Dalipe, Dalog, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Loso Montalia, Dimapuro Abdullah, Dimapuro Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Duhali, Duterte, Di Faustino Ino, Di Faustino Michael, Di Ian Paul, Ebcas, Icleo, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Gerardo, Espino, Estrella, Pariñas, Rias Cesar, Pariñas, Rudes Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Ferrer, Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Frasco, Fuentevilla, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Pablo Jan, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasatay, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Goroseta, Gico, Gulyas Guya, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Haloshos, Javier Jimenez, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Kunghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lakman, Lagon, Lara, Lazatin, Yechon, Ligarda, Lim Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Lusotan, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Mangudadato, Marcoleta, Marcos Hernandez, Mariño, Marcos, Martinez, Matma, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad, Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Jericho, Nograles, Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Núñez Malañan, Uaminal, Olivares, Ong José, Ong Roni, Ortega, Juanyo Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Remulio, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodríguez, Román, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Sacaluran, Salceda, Salimbang, Gonzalo, Sánchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulog, Savillano, Siao, Silverio, Simpson, Simpson Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, si Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, P. Alisa Sina, P. Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherny, Pijada, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Chanco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Tutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva Eduardo, Villanueva Noel, Villar, Villar Suárez, Villarica, Biolago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikurat, Sarate, Subiri.
With 231 votes in the affirmative, 0 negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bills numbers 5870 and 5871 are approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill numbers 4773, 5017, 5153, 5277, 5420, 5519, 5881, 5882. All these bills pertain to the creation of land transportation offices. And for this purpose, may I respectfully request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for the mail voting.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General will please read the title of the bills and thereafter call the roll on nominal voting.
House Bill number 4773, an act establishing a district office of the Land Transportation Office in the municipality of Balangasag, Misamis Oriental, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill number 5017, an act establishing a satellite office of the Land Transportation Office in the municipality of Aliaga, province of Nueva Ecija, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill number 5753, an act establishing a regular district office of the Land Transportation Office in the municipality of Javier, province of Leyte, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill number 5277, an act establishing the Land Transportation Office, District Office in the municipality of Loag, province of Northern Samar, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill number 5420, an act establishing a Land Transportation Office, District Office in the municipality of San Jose, the Lone District of Dinagat Islands, and appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. House Bill number 5519, an act converting the Mabalacat City Extension Office of the Land Transportation Office located in Mabalacat City, Pampanga, into a regular LTO district office and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill Number 5881, an act converting the satellite office of the Land Transportation Office located in the municipality of Linitao, province of Misamis Oriental, into a regular LTO office and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill Number 5882, an act converting the satellite office of the Land Transportation Office located in the municipality of Tanay, province of Rizal, into a regular LTO district office and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of the mentioned bills. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg Zaldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agabas, Agaraw, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez, Franz, Alvarez Senaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Arbison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Pagatsing, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Berzaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondoc, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Kabachan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Kawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Cayetano Alan Peter, Cayetano Maria Laarni, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chongalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizaldi, Coanco, Collantes, Crisologo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Colyamat, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Datol, Dasa, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Los Montalia, Demaporo Abdullah, Demaporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael III, D. Ian Paul, Ebcas, Ecleo, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Fariñas Ria, Fariñas Rudy Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Fer Juliet, Fer Luis, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Frasco, Fuentebella, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Pablo John, Garcia, Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Aurelio Dong, Gonzales, Neptali, Gonzales, Carlo, Goroseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Alus Hos, Javier, Jimenez, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lazatin, Liachon, Legarda, Lim Lemkaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Losotan, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Magunda Dato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Núñez Balañao, Waminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Ronnie, Ortega, Uwano Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Rimulya, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand, Romualdez, Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbango, Salo, Sanchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulug, Savellano, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Singson Mian, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Alet, Suarez David, Suntay, Si Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves Arnulfo, Teves Jose, Tianco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Chutor, T. Alan T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmario, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva Brother Eddie, Villanueva Noel, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica Violago, Yap Eric, Yak Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikorat, Zarate Zubir.
With 231 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, 0 abstentions, the aforementioned House bills are approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill numbers 624, 1061, 1778, 5831, 5849, 5850, 5851, 5852. All these bills pertain to the renaming and conversion of local roads. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there an objection? The Chair hears none. The Secretary General will read the titles of the aforementioned bills and thereafter call the roll on nominal voting.
House Bill number 624, anak renaming the Kalibo, Banga, Balite, Batan, Altabas National Road, which is part of the Kalibo Highway, stretching from the Numancia to Kalibo boundary at Barangay Laginbanwa in the municipality of Numancia, traversing barangays, Poblacion, Andagaw, Estancia, Tigayon, and Linabuan Norte in the municipality of Kalibo, barangays Linabuan Sur, Pumarap, Mambog, Poblacion, Tabayon, Libas, and Benturanza in the municipality of Banga, barangays Fulgencio, Feliciano, Calizo, Morales, Poblacion, Cortes, and Aranas in the municipality of Balite, barangays Lalab and Kabugao in the municipality of Batan, barangays Kabugao, Linayasan, Odyong, Poblacion, Manap, Cabangila, up to the Capiz to Aklan boundary in the municipality of Altabas, all in the province of Aklan, as Congressman Alien Salas Quimpo National Highway. House Bill 1061, anak converting the Santa Ignacia to Gimba Provincial Road in the provinces of Tarlac and Nueva Ecija via Gerona to Pura Road, stretching from Barangay Nambalan, Municipality of Santa Ignacia, to Barangay Buena Vista, Municipality of Pura, all in the province of Tarlac, into a national road and appropriating funds, therefore. House Bill number 1778, anak converting the road stretching from Barangay Anduyan, Municipality of Tubao, Province of La Union, to Barangay San Pascual, Municipality of Tuba, Province of Benguet, into a national road and appropriating funds, therefore. House Bill 5831, anak converting the Gimba to Pura Provincial Road stretching from Barangay San Rafael to Barangay San Miguel, both in the municipality of Gimba, province of Nueva Ecija, and to Barangay Buena Vista in the municipality of Pura, province of Tarlac, into a national road and appropriating funds, therefore. House Bill 5849, anak providing for the construction of a national road from the junction of Lanao del Norte Interior Circumferential Road at Barangay Poblacion through Barangay Lemon Cret, Municipality of Magsaysay to Barangay San Manuel, Municipality of Lala to Barangays Pansilan and Katipunan, Municipality of Sapad to Barangays Mahayahay, Bel-East, Malinas, Sitio Dao, Butadon, Banzarville, and Tipolo, Municipality of Kapatagan to Barangay Calube, Municipality of Sultan Naga Dimaporo to Barangay Lantungan, Municipality of Aurora, all located in the province of Lanao del Norte, into a national road to be known as Iligan to Aurora Bypass Road and appropriating funds, therefore. House Bill 5850, anak converting the Kimba to Talugtog to Umingan Provincial Road in the municipalities of Kimba and Talugtog, all in the province of Nueva Ecija, and the municipality of Umingan, province of Pangasinan, into a national road and appropriating funds, therefore. House Bill 5851, anak converting the road network connecting Barangay Grijaldo in the municipality of San Fernando and the municipality of Bula, province of Camarines Sur, into a national road. House Bill 5852, anak converting the Albay Diversion Road in the municipalities of Pinawalabac, Bula, and Nabua, all in the province of Camarines Sur, into a national road and appropriating funds, therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bills numbers 624, 1061, 1778, 5831, 5849, 5850, 5851, and 5852. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abo, Abueg Saldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advinculo, Agapas, Agaraw, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Hinaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Abison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Bagaching, Balindong, Bañas Nograles, Barba, Berbers, Baronda, Barsaga, Bascog, Bautista, Paundigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Piazon, Billones, Beron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bostos, Cabatbat, Cabuchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Pedinil, Caetano Alan Peter, Caetano Maria Larne, Celeste, Chato, Chepeco, Chungalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizalde, Co Juanco, Coliantes, Crisoldogo, Cua, Quaresma, Cueva, Culyamat, Dagog, Delipit, Dalo, Datul Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Los Montalia, Dimapur Abdullah, Dimapur Muhammad Khalid, Duapit Dohali, Duterte, Di Paustino Ino, Di Paustino Michael, Di Ian Paul, Epcas, Icleo, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Rigel, Ermita Buain, Escudero, Espina, Estrella, Pariñas, Ria, Pariñas, Rudes, Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Ferrer, Julie, Ferrer Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Frasco, Pentevilla, Gaite, Garvin, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Pablo Chan, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Goroseta, Gico, Gullias, Guya, Caresco, Ataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hopper, Los Hos,
Goroseta, Gico, Gullias, Guya, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Halus Hos, Javier, Jimenez, Ko, Elisa, Ko, Wilton, Konghun, Labad, Lacson, Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lasatin, Liechon, Legarda, Lim Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Losotan, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Magunda Dato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Naganyo, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Jericho, Nograles, Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Nunez Malanyao, Juan Minal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Ronnie, Ortega, Uwano Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Rimulya, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagar Baria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Sanchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmento, Saulug, Savellano, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, C. Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves Arnulfo, Teves Jose, Tianco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Chutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva Brother Eddie, Villanueva Noel, Villaras Suarez, Villarica Violago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikorat, Zarate Zubiri.
With 234 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, and 0 abstentions, the aforementioned House bills are approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration third reading of House Bill numbers 5840, 5874, 5875, 5876, 5877, 5878, 5879. All these local bills pertain to the establishment of TESDA centers And for this purpose, my request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the titles of the bills and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 5840, an act establishing the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, Training and Assessment Centers in San Jose City, Science City of Muñoz, and the Municipality of Rizal, Province of Nueva Ecija, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5874, an act establishing a Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, Training and Assessment Center in the Municipality of Bayumbong, Province of Nueva Ecija, to be known as Nueva Ecija Test the Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5875, an act establishing a Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, Training and Assessment Center in the Municipality of Minalabak, Province of Camarines Sur, to be known as the Minalabak Test the Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5876, an act establishing a Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, Training and Assessment Center in the Municipality of San Antonio, Province of Quezon, to be known as the San Antonio Quezon TESDA Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5877, an act establishing Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, Training and Assessment Centers in the city of Puerto Princesa and in the municipalities of Coron, Cuyo, Rojas, San Vicente, Sofronio, Española, and Quezon, Province of Palawan, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5878, an act establishing a Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, Training Center for Piña Handloom Weaving in the Municipality of Calibo, Province of Aklan, to be known as the Calibo Aklan Testa Piña Handloom Weaving Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5879, an act establishing a Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, Training and Assessment Center in San Jose del Monte City, Province of Bulacan, to be known as the San Jose del Monte City Testa Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bills number 5840, 5874, 5875, 5876, 5877, 5878, and 5879. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abo, Abueg Saldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advinculo, Agabas, Agaraw, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Genaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Agragones, Abison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Bagaching, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascog, Bautista, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biaso, Billones, Veron, Bolilla, Bondo, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Cabuchan, Capredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fedinil, Cayetano Alan Peter, Cayetano Maria Laarne, Celeste, Chato, Chepeco, Chongalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizalde, Co Juanco, Colientes, Crisologo, Cuba, Cuaresmas, Cuepat, Culyamat, Dagok, Danipid, Dalog, Datol, Dasa, De Jesus de Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Losa Montalia, Dimaporo Abdullah, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Duhalid, Duterte, Di Paustino Ino, Di Paustino Michael, Di Ian Paul, Ebcas, Ecleo, Ilago, Inverga, Irice, Erigel, Ermita Buhagin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Pariñas Ria, Pariñas Rudes Zizar, Fernandez, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Frasco, Fentevilla, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Pablo Chan, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasetay, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelia, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Goroseta, Gico, Gulias, Guya, Jaresco, Hatamane, Hernández, Herrera D, Hofer, Los Hos, Abgir, Jiménez, ko Eliza, ko Wilton, ko Hun, Labad, Lakson, Laksonwell, Lakman, Lagon, Lara, Lasatin, Yechon, Ligarda, Lim Kaichon, Lopez, Loyola, Losotan, Macapaglaroy, Maceta, Madrona, Malapita, Mangawa, Mangudadato, Marculeta, Mariano Hernandez, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matma, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Juan Pitel, Nolasco, Núñez Malonyaon, Waminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Roni, Ortega, Oaño Dizon, Paquiel Alberto, Paquiel Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodríguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand, Romualdez, Sieda Marie, Romualde, Romulo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Sacaluran, Salceda, Salimba, Gonzalo, Sánchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulux, Zavellano, Siao, Silvera, Singson, Mihans, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, si Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Shina, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Sharian, Tan Sherny, Tejada, Tevez Arnolfo, Tevez Jose, Chanco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Tutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungam, Uy Juliet, Oy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva Eduardo, Villanueva Noel, Villar Suarez, Villarica, Biolago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikurat, Zarate, Subiri.
With 234 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, and 0 abstentions, the aforementioned House bills are approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to greet the guests of the Honorable Deputy Speaker, El Rey Villafuerte, who are in the plenary. They are the Vice Governor and the Provincial Board members of Camarines Sur, headed by Vice Governor Imelda Papin, Board members Angel Naval, Romulo Hernandez, James Haushan, Nelson Julia, Manny Noble, Wilfredo Oliva, Nelly Largo, Russell Pala, and George Bengua.
The guests of the Honorable Deputy Speaker Villafuerte are recognized. Welcome to the House of Representatives.
Likewise,
Majority
Mr.
Leader.
Speaker, I'd like to greet the guests of the Honorable Minority Leader, Benvenito Abante. They are the chairman of the barangays of the 6th District, headed by Chairman Jimmy Anselmo, Chairman Evelyn Balyari, Chairman Grace Parel, and Chairman Emmy Fabros.
The guests of the Honorable Abante, our Minority Leader, are recognized. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we transmit the bills that we have recently approved to the Senate immediately. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there an objection? The Secretary General will transmit to the Senate the bills just approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, before we continue, may I move that we recognize the Honorable Roel Pacquiao for a short manifestation.
The Honorable Pacquiao is recognized for his manifestation.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, sa atin pong lahat, magandang hapon po. Today, the last Monday of January, and in accordance with Republic Act 11163, which was approved on December 20, 2018, we observe the National Bible Day as a special working holiday throughout the Philippines. I therefore join the Honorable Representative from Manila, our Minority Leader, Congressman Benny Abante, in reminding us of this solemn occasion. Our country is the largest Christian nation in the Asia Pacific and the 5th largest in the world. And at the core of Christian belief is the Bible, its holy book. This law recognizes its significance to the spiritual and moral values of many Filipinos and its contribution in the development of socially responsible citizenry. This is why last 17th Congress, this representation as principal author of the bill in the House of Representatives steadfastly championed for the passage of this law in conjunction with the efforts of my brother, Senator Manny Pacquiao in the Senate. I thank every legislator who threw their overwhelming support back then in making this worthwhile proposal a reality. Now, I implore everyone to give meaning to this law by appreciating the scripture and recognizing its indispensable role in character development and morality of Filipinos. For indeed, as Psalms 33:12 tells us, "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people He chose for His inheritance." Again, Mr. Chairman, maraming salamat sa ating lahat. Magandang hapon po.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to resume the privilege hour.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. Privilege hour is resumed.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize the gentleman from the 3rd District of Bukidnon, the Honorable Representative Manuel Zubiri.
The Honorable Zubiri is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to withdraw the motion to recognize the Honorable Zubiri. Instead, I move to recognize the Honorable Rico Heron of the party list AGAP for his privileged speech. So move, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable Heron is recognized for his privileged speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to the matter of personal and collective privilege. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Batid ko na lahat tayo sa kasalukuyan ay kumakaharap sa napakaraming mga suliranin at dagok sa buhay. Direkta man tayong naapektuhan o hindi. Mula sa banta ng coronavirus, isang epidemyang nanganganib na kumalat sa ating lipunan sa ngayon, hanggang sa nakakalungkot na bigla ang paglisan ng isang global icon na si Kobe Bryant, isang inspirasyon sa maraming mga kabataan sa buong mundo. At siyempre, kamakailan nga ay abala tayong lahat sa trahedyang naganap sa lalawigan ng Batangas dahil sa pagsabog ng Bulkang Taal, kung saan ang kinatuwang ito ay nagmula at maituturing na isang taal na Batanggenyo. Atin po ngayong nasasaksihan at namamalas ang tunay na kahulugan at diwa ng pagbabayanihan, kung saan kaisa ang lahat sa pagbibigay tulong, sa pakikiramay at sa pagtukoy ng mga pamamaraan kung paano pagagaanin ang sitwasyon at kahit papaano'y maibsan ang paghihirap para sa mga biktimang Batanggenyo at mga taga-kapit lalawigan na naapektuhan. Nakakatuwang makita at nakakagaan sa aming mga dalahin sa puso at damdamin na marami at nag-uumapaw ang gustong tumulong at makibahagi sa mabigat na pasaning ito ng ating mga kababayan. Dahil dito, sa ating mahal na Pangulo, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano, sa mga minamahal kong kapwa mambabatas sa mababang kapulungang ito, sa ating mga senador at mga opisyal ng pamahalaan, private sector, mga simbahan, NGOs at mga cooperatives, mga volunteers at sa lahat ng mga tumutulong. Sa ngalan ng lahat ng mga Batanggenyo, ang aming taus-pusong pasasalamat sa inyong ipinakikitang pakikisa at suporta. Naway huwag kayong magsasawa sa pagtulong sapagkat mahaba pa ang lakbayin ng kalbaryong ito. Bagamat ibinabana ang estado ng bulkan mula sa Alert Level 4 to Alert Level 3 na nagpapahiwatig ng unti-unting pagbalik ng ilang mga inilikas na residente sa kani-kanilang mga tahanan, hindi naman ito nangangahulugan ng tuluyang pagbalik sa normal ng buhay ng mga kababayan nating naapektuhan. Sila ay patuloy pa ring mangangailangan ng tuloy-tuloy na suporta at ayuda upang makaraos sa pangaraw-araw na buhay pagkatapos ng trahedya. Sa aming mga Batanggenyo ay may nakakatuwang kasabihan, maubos na ang yaman, wag laang ang yabang. Biro man ito, subalit ito ay may kalakip na katotohanan. Tunay mang naging simbolo ng katatakutan sa kasalukuyan ang Bulkang Taal na aming itinuring na yaman ng kalikasan ng lalawigan. Hindi ito naging hadlang upang maipakita ang pagkamalikhain at pagkamaparaan ng mga Batanggenyo sa gitna ng kawalan at paghihikaos para magpatuloy ang buhay. Totoo na naroon pa rin ang yabang at tindig sa tikas ng isang Batanggenyo na hindi kababanaagan ng bigat ng pagdurusa. Kami may bumabagsak, ngunit hindi kailan may gagapang sapagkat kami babangon at titindig muli. Kami may lumuluha pero hindi umiiyak sapagkat buong tapang naming haharapin kung anuman ang kapalaran. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, patuloy po ang buhay para sa lahat. At kasabay ng pagputok ng Bulkang Taal, di natin namamalayan ang pagsulpot ng mga bagong isyung lubhang makakaapekto sa lahat, lalo't higit sa buhay ng ating mga kababayan sa mga isla, bunsod ng Philippine Ports Authority Administrative Order No. 5, 2019, signed by the PPA General Manager J. Daniel Santiago. Sa ilalim ng administrative order na ito, ang lahat ng mga truck ay hindi napapayagang maisakay sa mga roll-on, roll-off vehicle kung ang karga nila ay hindi babawasan mula sa dating kakayanan. Halimbawa, ang isang forward truck na dating kumakarga ng 300 bags at 50 kilos ay hindi na maaaring magkarga ng 300. Bagkos ito ay papayagan na lamang sa humigit kumulang na 70 o 70 bags at 50 kilos. At ang mga 10-wheeler trucks naman na kumakarga ng humigit kumulang sa 550 bags at 50 kilos ay pwede na lang sa humigit kumulang na 200 bags at 50 kilos na walang anumang kabawasan sa bayad sa pamasahe o freight. Sa makatuwid, tataas ng humigit kumulang sa 400% ang magiging upa sa pagtatawid ng anumang produkto sa karagatan. Nangangahulugan ito na kung sa datihan ang mga taga Mindoro ay nagbabayad sa tracking ng 50 pesos kada sako ng bigas upang ito itawid sa Batangas at ipagbili. Ngayon ito iaabot na sa humigit kumulang 200 pesos kada sako. At ganun din ang mangyayari sa lahat ng produkto na dadalhin sa mga isla na isasakay sa mga roro. Magmamahal din ang presyo ng mga inputs ng ating mga magsasaka sapagkat walang ibang gagawin ng mga suppliers kundi ang ipatong sa presyo ng produkto ang kung anumang gastos na kanyang gugugulin sa pagdi-deliver ng mga ito. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, ang sitwasyong ito ang tunay na magpapalubha sa lugmok na sitwasyon ng ating mga magsasaka. Hindi pa man nakakabawi ang ating mga magsasaka sa mga isla sa suliraning dulot ng rice tariffication, sa African swine fever, sa mga alagang baboy, sa pinsalang dulot ng bagyo at pagputok ng bulkan. Isa na namang suliranin ito na kanilang papasanin, hindi lamang sa pagdadagdag sa gastusin, ganun din sa pagdadagdag sa mga bilang ng mga sasakyang kakailanganin sapagkat kung binabawasan ang kapasidad ng humigit kumulang sa 75%, mangangahulugan ito ng 400% na karagdagang sasakyan. Ang shipping cost natin sa Pilipinas ay isa sa pinakamataas sa rehiyon. Batay sa ating sariling karanasan, mas mura pa ang shipping cost na mag-angkat mula sa ASEAN countries kumpara sa magdala ng produkto mula sa Mindanao papunta sa Batangas. Nasubukan nating mag-angkat mula sa bansang Thailand at ang shipping cost ay 1 peso to 130 centavos per kilogram. Samantalang ang shipping cost from Mindanao to Batangas ay umaabot ng 1 peso and 50 centavos to 1 peso to 80 centavos per kilogram. Ang pangyayaring ito ang lalong maglalagay sa ating agrikultura at sa mga magsasaka upang lalong hindi maging competitive kahit sa lokal na pamilihan. Kaya't ang aming panawagan ay ibasura ng Philippine Ports Authority ang Administrative Order No. 5, 2019 sapagkat hindi ito makatutulong sa ating ekonomiya at hanap buhay ng mga magsasaka, lalo na sa mga isla. Sa ating kapwa mambabatas, lalo na yung mga mula sa mga island provinces, pagtulong-tulungan natin itong bantayan at pagtagumpayan sapagkat ito'y tunay na makasasama sa ating mga babayan at sa inyong mga kalalawigan at nasasakupan. Marami pong salamat at magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we refer the speech of the Honorable Ricky Heron to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? The speech of the Honorable Heron is referred to the Committee on Rules.
The next, to avail of the privileged hours, the Honorable Representative Manuel F. Suviri from the 3rd District of Bukidnon. I now move for the recognition of the Honorable Manuel Zubiri to avail of the privileged hour, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable Manuel Zubiri is recognized for his privileged speech.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, my esteemed colleagues, and our special guests in the plenary today. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I am here today to urge our agencies and the executive departments to create a very important unit for all our barangays nationwide. This would be for the creation of Barangay Quick Response Units or BQRUs. Ito po ang magiging first responders natin pag magkakaroon ng mga kalamidad sa hinaharap. Yung ating mga BQRUs ay bibigyan ng sapat na suporta sa kanilang training at bigyan din ng mga nararapat na kagamitan para sa mga kalamidad na nararanasan nila taon-taon. The training and equipment will be specific to the need of the barangay or the area which they reside in. To cite examples, my dear Speaker, yung po sa Taal Volcano, nahihirapan, maski na masks, nahihirapan po tayo para magbigay sa ating mga kabarangay. Ito po, itong mga BQRUs, meron na po sila. Kung mag-create tayo ng BQRUs, Barangay Response Units, they will have the needed equipment and the needed tools to be able to help our people. In the case, for example, of typhoon or storm surge areas like Leyte, Tacloban, etc., the BQRUs will be there to help and they will have the proper training and the proper equipment to help our people. Dito po, sa Davao area, Davao del Sur, sa Bukidnon po, sa mga earthquake areas natin, they will have the proper equipment and the know-how to be the first responders in helping our people. Mr. Speaker, most of all, the BQRUs or the Barangay Quick Response Units should be ready for any eventuality or disasters. First aid training and quick physical trauma response is a must for all volunteers. Dapat sapat ang kanilang training para sa lahat ng kailangan ng mga kabarangay natin. Ito po sila ang mag-augment sa mga LGU response teams na hindi agad-agad mapuntahan ang mga areas dahil sa layo o hirap ng dinadaanan, Mr. Speaker. Para po hindi masyadong magasto sa gobyerno, ang mga BQRUs ay pwedeng ilagay sa isang kwarto o isang area sa loob ng barangay building o kung may budget po yung barangay o yung munisipyo, magtayo po ng sariling maliit na building o opisina. Mr. Speaker, in the end o sa huli po, kung laging handa, hindi po tayo kawawa. In the end, it is our choice to be ready or not. Which would you rather be? In the thick of things, it is better to be equipped and trained than to be ill-equipped and untrained. Quote, there is no harm in hoping for the best as long as you're prepared for the worst. Hindi na po ako magtatagal, mga kapatid. Ang payo ko lang po sa ating mahal na bayan, dapat po tayong magiging parang Boy Scout, laging handa at laging handang tumulong. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Mahal kita, Pilipinas. Salamat po.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable Zubiri to the Committee on Rules for appropriate action. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The speech of the Honorable Zubiri is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Mr. Speaker, next to avail of the privilege hour, I move that we recognize Representative Presley C. De Jesus of Party List PhilReca for his privileged speech, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable De Jesus is hereby recognized for his privileged speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My esteemed colleagues, beloved guests, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. Mr. Speaker, I stand before you in this august chamber as a matter of personal and collective privilege. Allow me to raise an issue affecting the disposition of services or lack thereof, of an agency very crucial to the economic development of our country. Allow me please to explain the experiences of our member electric cooperatives in requesting for an approval of a simple term of reference for the conduct of competitive selection process or CSP for power supply procurement. As early as August of this year, Palawan Electric Cooperative Incorporated, also known as Paleco, and Isabela 1 Electric Cooperative Incorporated, also known as Selco 1, submitted their terms of reference for approval of the National Electrification Administration, or NEA, and the Department of Energy, DOE. These terms of reference is for the procurement of a 20-megawatt mainland Palawan power supply and 5-megawatt renewable energy supply for Paleco and Selco 1, respectively. 2 to 3 weeks later, a joint NEA-DOE review of these terms of reference was completed. And as a result of the discussion, a revised TOR was submitted to NEA. Per records from the Regulatory Affairs Office of NEA, the revised TOR was endorsed to the Department of Energy last October 14 and 15 for Selco 1 and Paleco, respectively. Dito po, Mr. Speaker, at ginagalang ng mga kapwa ko mambabatas, nang gagaling ang problema na gusto kong idulog at ipakita sa bulwagang ito. DOE has guidelines on how to proceed with CSP, or competitive selection process. The current procedure is as follows. Number 1, the electric cooperative submits proposed TOR to NEA for evaluation. Number 2, NEA endorses the same to DOE for review. Schedule conduct of joint NEA and DOE meeting to discuss the term of reference. The electric cooperative finalized TOR based on joint review results. The electric cooperative to resubmit to NEA for review. Number 6, NEA to submit to Department of Energy for approval. Number 7, after approval of DOE, endorses back to NEA. NEA issues notice to proceed publication of competitive selection process. Both electric cooperatives have submitted their terms of reference as early as August 2019. But up to now, 5 months after their initial submission, 5 months, Mr. Speaker, the National Electrification Administration cannot issue a notice to proceed because their endorsement has not been acted upon by the Department of Energy. In vernacular, nakatenga po ang CSP nila o ang TOR. Sa aking pagkakalam, Mr. Speaker, nagawa na ng National Electrification Administration ang ganang kailangan niyang gawin as far as the process of approving a term of reference is concerned. This representation has been informed that the electric cooperatives have made follow-ups already. The most recent one is through the Electric Cooperatives Umbrella Organization, PIRECA, or the Philippine Rural Electric Cooperative Association, 2 months ago. But as of now, we found out that there's still no movement or development on the approval of this request. After making some calls and due diligence, this representation has found out that the documents are currently with the Office of the Secretary of Energy for review. Such deviation is what has been causing the delay of this CSP. The guidelines above are supposed to facilitate the conduct of competitive selection process, but what is happening is contrary to the ideal procedure as well as to the law. Mr. Speaker, we did not even receive any reply on the follow-up letter we made 2 months ago. Mr. Speaker, this may sound like a simple parochial concern, but just to clarify, this is about the agency's failure to render its service according to its mandate as well as according to the requirement of the law. For all we know, this might be a systematic problem within the agency or hopefully just an isolated case. Republic Act 11032 or Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018 was signed into law last May 2018 and was made effective in June of last year. The creation of this law is expected to reduce the number of complaints on delayed government transactions by cutting down on bureaucratic red tape and eliminating corrupt practices, thereby reducing processing time of any requested transactions. Mr. Speaker, in Section 9B of the aforementioned Republic Act, it states, all applications or requests submitted shall be acted upon by the assigned officer or employee within the prescribed processing time stated in the Citizens Charter, which shall not be longer than 3 working days. In the case of simple transactions, and 7 days working in the case of complex transactions from the date the request and or complete application or request was received. For applications or requests involving activities which pose danger to the public health, public safety, public morals, public policy, and highly technical application, the prescribed processing time shall in no case be longer than 20 working days, or as determined by the government agency or instrumentality concerned, whichever is shorter. So, whether the delay in the case of Paleco and Iselco 1 is an isolated or systematic case, RA 11032 is very clear in the prescribed time of any agency to process its request. Mr. Speaker, granting that the TOR application is not just a simple or complex transaction, still, the prescribed time of less than 20 days still has not been met by the agency. In fact, it has been almost 5 months, Mr. Speaker, since the original submission of the electric cooperatives, and yet the transaction is not yet fully completed. We are inviting investors and entrepreneurs to invest in the Philippines, Mr. Speaker, but if this is the kind of service that we are going to offer them, it will not only hinder our effort to get more investments, but also compromise the efficiency of operations of basic utilities in the country. In the end, it will be the end users who will suffer the most. If this is an indication of how Office of the Secretary of Department of Energy acts on concerns and applications being submitted to it, then the effect at the bare minimum is for some electric cooperatives to have power outages due to lack of power supply and non-compliance to the required renewable portfolio standards. It will kick in on the 2023 of this year. Mr. Speaker, RA 11032 has created the Ease of Doing Business Anti-Red Tape Advisory Council composed of the DTI Secretary as a chair and the Anti-Red Tape Authority or ARTA Director General as vice chair, with the secretaries of the DOF, DICT, and DILG plus 2 representatives from the private sectors as members. By means of this privileged speech, Mr. Speaker, this representation would like to request this advisory council to look into similar cases and make their recommendations, because I assure you the 2 cases I have mentioned are not only ones that are being processed with such delays. And for that matter, Mr. Speaker, it may not just be the Department of Energy who is non-compliant to the provisions of Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018. I fervently hope that concerned government agencies will upgrade and enhance their services as required by law. And if they cannot, then the concerned authority should investigate and make due diligence. Mr. Speaker, my esteemed colleagues, in the case of 2 electric cooperatives in this privileged speech will be resolved after this, it does not take away the fact that there has been non-compliance in the provisions of the law. And that, I hope, Mr. Speaker, is sufficient for the appropriate agencies to make an appropriate action so that such delays will not happen again. Let me reiterate, this is not just about the 2 electric cooperatives cited by this representation. This is about agencies adhering to the requirements of the law, specifically Republic Act 11032 or Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018. This is one of the landmark legislation of the Duterte administration as part of his 10-point socio-economic agenda. Let's not put this legislation to waste. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and my esteemed colleagues for the opportunity to be heard on this issue. Magandang hapon po sa atin lahat.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the speech of the Honorable Representative Presley De Jesus of the party list Phil Reca be referred to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The speech is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that the lady from the Bayan Muna party list, Representative Kafemia Kulyamat, be recognized to avail of the privilege hour.
The Honorable Kulyamat is recognized for her privileged speech.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Speaker. Ginoong Speaker, magandang at sa aking mga kapwa ko mambabatas, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Ginoong Speaker, bilang isang manubong kinatawa ng bayan muna, mahigpit kong kinukundina ang naganap noong Sabado, Enero 25, 220 na pag-atake ng mga paramilitar na alamara na sa pilitang pumasok, nagbanta sa buhay at seguridad ng mahigit 500 lumad na nagbakwit at nakatira ngayon sa United Church of Christ in the Philippines, Haran Compound sa Davao City. Ginoong Speaker, 10 araw mula noong naglabas ng resolusyon ang Region 11 Peace and Order Council ng order upang ipasara ang UCCP Haran kung saan nakasangtuaryo ang mga kapatid nating lumad na mahigit 5 taon nang dito naninirahan, ginawa ang pag-ataking ito. Ginoong Speaker, ang UCCP Haran ay isang pribadong pagmamay-ari ng simbahang United Church of Christ in the Philippines. Ang pag-atake ay isang resulta ng mga panunulsol at red tagging ng National Task Force and Local Communist Armed Conflict
on NTF LCAC na matagal nang nanawagan ng pagpasara ng Haran Sanctuary. Ito ay hindi makatarungan, illegal at sulsul na nagresulta sa bastos na pagwawalang bahala ng mga paramilitar na alamara sa mga legal na proseso. Ginoong Speaker, ang pag-atake ng mga alamara sa UCC Paharan ay sa pamamagitan ng sapilitang pagpasok. Nakarating sa inyong lingkod na niransak, sinira ng mga alamara ang library, clinic at ang secretariat office. Sinunog din nila ang mga damit at ninakaw ang mga pagkain ng mga bakwit sa kanilang mga kubo. Ito ay isang kasuklam-suklam na pag-atake ng mga alamara sa mga lumad sa UCC Piharan. Ginoong Speaker, dagdag pa rito, mayroong presensya ng mga pulis sa labas ng UCC Piharan, pero wala silang ginawa kundi tumayo at harangan ang harap at labas ng compound. Hindi rin nila agad pinapasok ang bisyap ng UCC Piharan at mga membro ng media. Ginoong Speaker, mula noong 1990s, ang UCC Piharan ay kilala na naging sanktuaryo ng mga lumad sa Davao dahil sa illegal logging at militarisasyon sa aming mga komunidad. Noong 2014, daan-daang mga lumad ang bumalik sa UCC Piharan at naging sanktuaryo nila ulit ito, habang ang mga militar at mga tauhan nilang paramilitary ay walang humpay na minimilitarisa ang aming mga komunidad, pinapatay ang aming hanay at sinusunog ang aming mga bahay at sinira ang aming mga pangkabuhayan. Simula noon, ang UCC Piharan ay nagsilbing sanktuaryo ng mga lumad sa pansamantalang naging tirahan ito ng mga talaingod, manubo na nangangarap ng isang kapayapaan, hindi gira o militarisasyon ang hangad. Ginoong Speaker, ang pagsira ng mga paramilitar sa Haran ay nagpapakita na ang lokal na pamahalaan ng Region 11 ay walang kakayahang tumindig sa sarili upang protektahan ang kagalingan ng mamamayan ng simbahan, lalo pa ng mga katutubo. Wala na nga silang naitutulong, ito pa ang ginagawa nila. Dinadahas na ang mga katutubo sa kanilang mga komunidad ay hanggang sa sanktuaryo ng Haran, ito pa rin ang ginagawa. Saan ngayon pupunta ang 500 mga nasa sa naturang sanktuaryo? Ginoong Speaker, ang pag-ataking ito sa Haran ay patunay na kahit lifted na ang martial law sa Mindanao, ay nagpapatuloy pa rin ang pandarahas sa mga katutubo sa pangunguna ng Regional Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict. Uulitin ko, ang mga sibilyang tulad naming mga lumad at mga magsasaka ang inyong pinapaslang, dinadahas, sinampahan ng gawa-gawang kaso, tinataniman ng kung ano-anong mga ebidensya. Wala kaming armas. Tanging pagtatanggol namin ang lupang ninono at ang aming karapatan sa sariling pagpapasya ang aming dinipinsahan at ipinaglalaban. Mga kapwa ko mambabatas, mariin kong kinukundina ang walang puso at di makataong hakbangin ito laban sa amin ng mga katutubong Pilipino. Hinihikayat ko kayong maging isang mga lumad at gawin maging kaisa ng mga lumad at gawin ang kaparehong kondemnasyon sa paglabag sa aming karapatang pantao. Ginoong Speaker, ang aming panawagan sa aming karapatan sa sariling pagpapasya ay karapatan din sa sariling pagpapasya ng buong mamamayang Pilipino na kailangan nating ipagtanggol ang ating pambansang soberanya. Salamat po, Ginoong Speaker. At ulit, magandang hapon sa ating lahat.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the speech of the Honorable Representative Kafemia Kulyamat be referred to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The speech of the Honorable Kulyamat is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that the lady from the party list Kabataan, the Honorable Representative Sarah Jane Ilago, be recognized to avail of the privilege hour.
The Honorable Sarah Jane Ilago is recognized for her privileged speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Following the call of this youth representation to stop all tuition and other school fee increases in education institutions amid calamities, now I rise on a matter of collective and personal privilege concerning the present state of academic freedom and institutional autonomy worldwide. First, Mr. Speaker, let me start by sharing the context in which the first ever Declaration on Academic Freedom and Autonomy of Institutions of Higher Education, the Lima Declaration, was formulated and approved in the World University Service Assembly in the year 1988. This landmark document, Mr. Speaker, was born out of the rise in the alarming tendency to undermine, restrict, or suppress academic freedom and autonomy of institutions of higher education. The most alarming effect of this has been the increasing violation of human rights of teachers, students, researchers, and educational writers, irrespective of socio-political systems throughout the world. The idea of this declaration sprung out of the realization that although there were extensive international instruments and guidance in the field of human rights in general, namely we have the UDHR, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, but there was a lack of it in the field of higher education, which covered academic freedom and autonomy. This is a cause of concern for this youth representation because essentially, academic freedom is a human right that is of special importance to the higher education sector. It is not the privilege of a small elite. It derives from the right to education and relates to the right to freedom of thought and freedom of opinion and expression. So then, how is academic freedom related to autonomy of education and learning institutions? Autonomy, as defined in the Lima Declaration, is the institutional form of academic freedom. It is a necessary precondition for higher education institutions to fulfill their proper functions. They must be protected from undue pressures from the state and business interest. Hence, this declaration became the starting point for more understanding, more discussion, and more action towards defending academic freedom and autonomy of institutions of higher education. In fact, this has paved the way to the formulation and adoption of various international instruments, such as the 1997 UNESCO recommendation promoting academic freedom, which formed the basis of the definition of academic freedom we use today by member states, which is the right, without constriction by prescribed doctrine, to freedom of teaching and discussion, freedom in carrying out research and disseminating and publishing the results thereof, freedom to express freely their opinion about the institution or system in which they work, freedom from institutional censorship, and freedom to participate in professional or representative academic bodies. Then came the 1999 General Comment Number 13 of the UN Committee on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, followed by the institution of the 2014 Principles of State Responsibility to Protect Higher Education from Attack. We have also the 2015 Resolution 7 on the right to education, adopted by the UN Human Rights Council at its 42nd meeting, which has put in place a regulatory framework guided by international human rights obligations for education providers that establish minimum norms and standards for the creation and operation of educational institutions. And just recently, Mr. Speaker, the European Parliament adopted a resolution on the recommendation of defense of academic freedom in the EU's external action. Now, it's 2020 and 32 years since the Lima Declaration. What is the current state of academic freedom and institutional autonomy? The Scholars at Risk, or SAR, an international network of institutions and individuals whose mission is to protect scholars and promote academic freedom, provides us an overview of the matter. SAR has an annual publication titled Free to Think, which documents the alarming rate of attacks on the higher education sector and serves as a call to action. It draws on data from SAR's Academic Freedom Monitoring Project to identify trends related to violent attacks on higher education communities, including a series of deadly bombings targeting scholars and students in Afghanistan, wrongful imprisonments and prosecution of scholars, particularly in Turkey and Sudan, pressures on student expression involving more than 100 documented incidents around the world, and restrictions on academic travel deployed most prominently by authorities in the US, Israel, and China. In India, authorities detained hundreds of scholars during a protest against allegedly insufficient and irregularly disbursed research stipends. In Turkey, 2 academics calling for peace were detained. In Brazil, students protesting against budget cuts and calling for increase in funding for higher education also suffered from raids and threats to the autonomy of their democratically elected and governed student institutions. From September 2018 up to August 2019, 97 killings, violence, and disappearances were reported. 87 imprisonment, 70 prosecution, 22 loss of possession, 11 travel restrictions, and 37 other reported attacks on higher education, which include lethal dispersal of protest, among others. We must note, however, that these figures reflect only a small sample of attacks on higher education that occurred over the past year. Nevertheless, it suggests a distressing global phenomenon of attacks requiring a robust global response from all who value academic freedom and quality higher education. In the Philippines, although empowered students and schools are recognized as vehicles of positive development in their communities, they are also being singled out because of their ability to ferret out the truth, analyze various societal issues, and criticize certain policies of the present regime. Their dissent is criminalized. Teachers are being profiled by the police as they are accused of indoctrination and brainwashing students. Student unions, councils, publication, and organizations are likewise profiled, vilified in social media, and then falsely accused of fabricated charges of child abuse, kidnapping, trafficking, and recruitment into armed rebel groups. There is also a systematic effort to institutionalize student and faculty profiling and to legitimize increased police and military presence in schools, even though this is already banned in various national and international legislation. Through Committee Report Number 10, which is based on totally sensationalized lies. The said report also recommends a de-radicalization program of students and a security intervention into academic curricula, which are clearly violation of academic freedom. This contrived context of fear and disinformation is being used and now exploited to criminalize dissent and suppress critical voices through proposed legislation that would further legalize measures that threaten the very essence of academic freedom and institutional autonomy. We must heed the calls to investigate and stop these attempts to trample fundamental freedoms in campuses and defend academic freedom and uphold the autonomy of our institutions of learning. What else can we do to defend academic freedom? Recognizing our obligations and the widespread attacks on domestic and cross-border higher education, we urge our fellow members of Congress to join the Global Coalition to Protect Education in calling states to first and foremost demonstrate public support for these principles and for higher education that is safe and free from intimidation, including communicating support to their higher education sector, including institutions, staff, and students, and encouraging other states to support the principles domestically and in appropriate interstate relations. Second is to review national policies and laws in close cooperation with their higher education institutions and staff, and with due respect for the values essential to quality higher education, including, and most especially, institutional autonomy, academic freedom, and social responsibility, to ensure that higher education communities are physically secure and free from intimidation and improper external influence. Third, to take all reasonable measures to assist victims and deter future attacks by conducting prompt, thorough, and transparent investigations and holding perpetrators accountable in proceedings consistent with internationally recognized standards. This youth representation likewise strongly urges our fellow public servants, youth, students, and teacher formations to organize public seminars and campaigns promoting and defending academic freedom and autonomy of institutions of higher education. Violations of human rights in institutions of learning must also be reported, and legislative measures defending the principles of academic freedom as a civil liberty and combining autonomy with social accountability, such as bills on strengthening media and information literacy, must also be supported. I end this speech, Mr. Speaker, with a quote to reiterate the value of education and academic freedom from Supreme Court Associate Justice Marvick Leonin. Institutions of learning perform a basic function in nurturing and sharpening the people's understanding and intellect. They ensure an educated and thriving citizenry on whom a nation's civilization and life depend. Education leads to an economically productive populace through learned skill. More importantly, it leads the people to think more prudently and critically. At Ginoong Speaker, nais din po nating maiparating ang ating pakikiisa sa representante ng bayan muna upang si Kinatawan Femia Kulyamat na nananawagan ng investigasyon sa nangyaring panghihimasok sa UCC Piharan, kung saan halos 200 din po ang mga bata at kabataan ang nagpapatuloy ng kanilang pag-aaral dyan. At hindi ko po makakalimutan ang kanilang binahagi sa akin noong minsan ako ay makabisita sa kanila at makita mismo kung paano nila pinapagpatuloy ang kanilang pag-aaral sa loob ng grounds ng UCC Piharan. Ang sinabi diyan ng mga estudyante, ang edukasyon para sa kanila ay hindi lamang tungkol sa pag-alam ng pagbasa o ng pagsusulat, kundi ang edukasyon ay ang kanilang sandata upang hindi sila maloko at upang kanilang maipagtanggol at patuloy na madepensahan ang kanilang mga lupang ninuno. Maraming salamat, Mr. Speaker. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay ang lahat ng kabataan na patuloy na nagtatanggol ng kalayaang pang-akademiko.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the speech of the Honorable Representative of the Kabataan Party List, Representative Sarah Jane Ilago, be referred to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The speech of the Honorable Ilago is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that the gentleman from the 3rd District of Pampanga, the Honorable Deputy Speaker Don Gonzales Jr., be recognized to avail of the privilege hour.
Deputy Speaker Don Gonzales is recognized for his privileged speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and future. Mr. Speaker, I stand on a personal and collective privilege because on my experience regarding the Mount Pinatubo eruption, and today for the Taal volcano eruption. Mr. Speaker, fellow members of this honorable chamber, officers of this House, members of the Secretariat, legislative staff, guests, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone. Today, I stand as a matter of privilege before this honorable chamber to express urgent legislative concern affecting not only a particular local government unit but also the nation as a whole. Noong pong nakaraang Enero 12, January 12, 2020, nasaksiyan po ang buong sambayan ng Pilipino, particular po sa katimugang bahagi ng Luzon, ang pagputok at pag-alboruto ng Bulkang Taal na kung saan nabalot po ng abo ang probinsya ng Batangas, Cavite, Laguna, at ang mga karatig bayan o probinsya, pati na po ang Metro Manila, ay hindi nakaiwas sa peligrong hindi pagputok ng Taal Volcano. The eruption prompted the displacement of at least 500,000 people within the surrounding area of Taal, forcing them to stay at around evacuation sites, impose total lockdown, or prohibited zones on municipalities within 14 kilometers radius of the Taal volcano, and impede businesses, activities, and transactions in nearby cities and municipalities including Tagaytay, which one of the most visited tourism destination. Pati po sa Metro Manila, nagkaroon po tayo ng metro-wide suspension of classes, government offices, at pati po sa private entities na nagsuspend po ng pasok due to volcanic upsurge. Even NAIA and Clark International Airport were forced to abort or cancel flight operations because of the upsurge of the Taal volcano. At the time it erupted, the Taal volcano was immediately placed by PhilBox on alert level 3 and 4, prompting imminent and hazardous eruption that could happen anytime. Isa po ang Taal volcano sa mga aktibong bulkan sa ating bansa. Bagamat bago po pagsabog nito, kamakailan lang po naitala po ang huling pagputok ng Bulkang Taal noong 1977. Itinuturing po pa rin ng isang mga world's deadliest volcano ang Bulkang Taal sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. We are all witnesses of how resilient Batangueños are in times of catastrophic events, from bayanihan efforts to promote welfare of each and every Batangueño, to selfless and endeavor by every Filipino to provide donations that will alleviate and lessen the impact of the unfortunate event truly reflects our societal values. Also, earnest efforts and immediate response coming from Filipinos in different parts of the Philippines, even overseas, are expeditious. Making an overthrow of relief goods, clothing, and basic necessities of evacuees coming from different local government unit, private sector, and foreign humanitarian aids. Mr. Speaker, on January 20, 2020, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte urged us to ensure funds for the supplemental budget to provide the much-needed aid for those affected by Taal volcano eruption. This was befittingly seconded and endorsed by House Majority Leader Martin Romualdez, our Majority Leader, and put emphasis to give highest priority for the approval of the supplemental budget to augment the Government Calamity Fund and the agency's Quick Response Funds in helping our kababayans to get back on their feet and regain their normal lives. Salamat po, Mr. Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano, for this augmentation for our kababayan. Mr. Speaker, even though on the overflowing of ayuda to our kababayans and the timely release of calamity funds for the government, we still need a more efficient and coordinated quick response body to manage disaster-related operations up to the rehabilitation of devastated areas as the above-mentioned response, the only quick fix and momentarily solution. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, we need a common vision, collective visions, and workable plan for our disaster management goal. We need to provide responsive, distinct, coordinated, and clear rehabilitation plan from risk assessment down to reintegration assistance and actual rehabilitation. Gusto ko lang pong ibahagi dito ang isa sa mga batas na aking inakda, na iakda dulot ng aking karanasan sa kagustuhan po ng ating nanumbalik ang sigla at progreso ng isang bayan sa bayan ng lalawigan ng Pampanga, na isa sa mga lubhang nasalanta at napinsala sa pagputok ng bulkang Pinatubo noong taong 1991. With this, Your Honor, during my stint as neophyte lawmaker in 2007, I authored a proposed House bill, otherwise the 1624, otherwise the Bacolor Special Rehabilitation Refund Bill, which subsequently became Republic Act 9506, an act creating the Bacolor Rehabilitation Council and appropriating funds therefore. Maswerte po tayo ngayon sa pagputok ng Taal, mayroon kagad na 30 billion na inilaan ng ating Pangulo para sa pag-rehabilitasyon, quick fix solution sa bayan ng Batangas. And this is signed into law by President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo on September 28, 2008, which especially mandates the establishment of Bacolor Rehabilitation Council, requiring a comprehensive rehabilitation of and the master plan of the municipality of Bacolor, province of Pampanga during that time, through the participation of the UP Planning and Development Research Foundation. We were able to craft and develop a Bacolor Comprehensive Rehabilitation Master Plan, which is backbone and now progressive and accelerating municipality of Bacolor. During the time, my dear colleagues, Mr. Speaker, I gave a 500,000 pesos for the UP Plenades to study and conceptualize the master plan of the whole town and the whole province. Ito po ang layunin ng aking panukalang rehabilitasyon. Plano, una, kung halimbawa makakaroon tayo ng isang batas sa Taal, ito po ang aking suggestion lang sa mga aking kapwa kongresista sa Batangas. 6 po yan, headed by Deputy Speaker Vilma Santos Recto. At ang ating mga ibang kasama pa, number 1, is the physical and socio-economic rehabilitation. Number 2, the rational growth through attraction of investors. Number 3, the economic interventions through government efforts. Mr. Speaker, gusto ko pong maging isang modelo o benchmark itong rehabilitasyon na to para maisakatuparan na lalawigan ng Pampanga para sa mga bayan na lubhang nasa lanta ng pagputok ng Bulkang Taal sa katimugang bahagi ng ating bansa. Ang layunin ko po at ang layunin ng rehabilitasyon na to, ito isang plano para gabayan at maibigay ang mabisang alituntunin sa pagbangon ng bayang ito. So, that funds allocated for their rehabilitation will not be put into wasted and dissipation. With the useful and relevant technical know-how and knowledge I gained from the passage of this Republic Act 9506, I plan to assist in crafting bills that will strengthen the disaster management system and eventually provide a comprehensive and detailed rehabilitation framework for heavily damaged communities in an orderly, methodical program and interagency manner. I am confident that through our shared efforts, communal vision, and proactive attitude, we will able to develop a consensus towards relief, rehabilitation, and reconstruction of devastated communities. With that, Mr. Speaker, I enjoin my fellow congressmen to be proactive in this strengthening our disaster management plan, which is central component of our future development policy. Mr. Speaker, alam niyo po, noong pumutok yung Pinatubo, ang tinamaan po yan ang Region 3. Zambales, Bataan, Tarlac, Pampanga, part of Nueva Ecija, part of Tarlac, and Bulacan. Saan po nagpunta yung mga tao? Kung alam niyo po, yung Jose Abad Santos Avenue, naputol po yung bridge doon during that time. In October 1, in June 15, 1991, pumutok yung Pinatubo, puro asphalt po yan. Madilim, ang rehiyon, madilim, at ang Metro Manila nasama rin sa dilim because of this asphalt. Pangalawa, in October 1, 1991, dumating po yung pinakamalaking lahar na tinabunan ang bayan ng Bacolor at ang part of San Fernando, part of Magalang, Tarlac, and Florida Blanca, and Porac. So, kumbaga po, lahat po tinamaan yun. Pero ang pinakasentrong tinamaan po dito ay ang Bacolor. That's why I filed a bill para umanap ng pondo. Kasi kung local government lang po ang aasaan natin dito, they have only 20% development funds at naisip ko pong mag-file ng isang batas para magkaroon ng isang pondo para lamang dito sa pagbalangkas at sa pagbalik ng aming mahal na bayan ng Mount Pinatubo na tinamaan ng Bacolor. Ngayon po, during the time, nag-form po kami ng Mount Pinatubo Commission. Ngayon po siguro sa Taal, they can also form a Taal Volcano Commission. Iyon po ang magtatayo-tayo ng isang Mount Pinatubo MPE, ang tawag namin noon, sila sa Region 4, A, B, kung ano ang pwede nilang itawag, headed by the isang USEC ng Public Works, it composed of infrastructure. Number 2, sa Regional Council, ang chairman po dyan ay ang NEDA. Ang NEDA kasi, yan ang tatawag sa mga interagency, Public Works, Department of Agriculture, Department of Education and Culture, Department of Health, lahat po yan. Lahat ng ahensya, involved po natin yan. Para matahak natin kung paano natin gagamitin yung 30 billion. Quick fix. If I say quick fix, ano ang problema ngayon? Hindi pa po natin pwedeng gawin yung eruption ng Taal. Hindi pa po natin alam kung safe na ba yan. Ang unang tanong dyan dapat tanungin natin si Yusek Solidum, hanggang kailan puputok yan? Kasi po, ang Mount Pinatubo pumutok noong June 15, 1991. Hindi po tumigil yan. Pag umuulan, may magpo-flow na lava at lahar at yun, hindi po safe yun. Kaya kung gagawin na natin yan, hindi pa po safe kayo yan. So number one, tanungin natin ang pillbox kung safe na bang gawin yan. Ang unang-unang gagawin ngayon sa quick fix na sinasabi ko is to look for a resettlement area. Resettlement area para yung mga affected families, wag natin dalhin sa mga eskwelahan, wag natin dalhin sa mga bahay na iba. We will look for a property na tawagan natin resettlement areas for the affected families of the Taal Volcanoes residents. Yun po ang bubuo si Governor Mandanas po siguro, ang ating mahal na gobernador, masipag na gobernador, nakasama nung Wednesday, na siguro may pera naman po yung gobyerno, titingin po tayo ng resettlement area. Yung resettlement area, it composed of housing project, number one. Number two, it composed of school buildings. Number three, it composed of public market. Number four, it composed of land development of the resettlement area. And number five, kailangan po mayroon tayong livelihood project sa mga nasa lanta sa Taal Volcano. Kung tatanungin niyo po ako ngayon, palagay ko ang pwede kong isagot, pwede na bang gawin yung tinamaan ng Taal? Palagay ko po hindi pa natin pwedeng gawin ngayon yan kasi masyado pang bago, ilang linggo pa lang ang nakakalipas na hindi pa natin pwedeng gawin yan. In terms of infrastructure, in terms of agriculture, hindi pa po tayo pwedeng bumalik. Ang tanong, yung mga pamilya, gusto nila, kahit tinatamaan sila ng lahar, hindi sila aalis sa bahay nila kasi mahal nila yung bahay nila. Hindi po pwede yun. Kailangan i-force po natin umalis doon kasi maswerte po ang bayan, ang probinsya ng Bataan, Batangas at nearby provinces, wala pong nasawi, walang namatay. Nung kami po, hindi mo po mabilang yung mga buhay na nawala, pamilya na nawala sa aming experience. Kaya nagpapasalamat po ako sa Diyos, tayo pong lahat nagpapasalamat na at least maswerte po rin tayo na walang namatay na kababayan nung pagputok ng bulkang Taal. So yun po ang pwede kong i-share, Mr. Speaker. Pwede po akong sumali. I cannot be the principal author, pero kailangan po, siguro po yung 6 na mga kongresista, na mga tiga Batangas, pwede po sila mag-file ng isang proposed House Bill na kung saan i-involve natin dito yung interagency headed by NEDA, ang gawin nating chairman ng local government, yun po ang gobernador ng Lalawigan. At andito po ako, pwede po ako mag-co-author, tumulong, at ngayon po, binabalita ko po sa inyo, yung aking batas, kasalukuyang ginagawa, nagkataon lang po siguro, this budget hindi nabigyan, siguro medyo rush na rin, pero kakausapin ko rin si Speaker, sinabi ko na rin sa kanya na sana maituloy yung pagbalik ng baccalaureate rehabilitation sa aming probinsya. So sa inyo po lahat, sana po nakabigay ako ng bahagi ng karanasan ko sa pagputok ng Pinatubo at ngayon pumutok yung Taal. Sana po nakapag-share ako ng maayos at kung ano pa po yung pwedeng itulong ko sa aking experience. And definitely, Batangas will bounce back, Laguna, Cavite, at yung distrito ni Congresswoman Colliantes. Wala pong pwedeng magtulong-tulong dito kung hindi tayo mga Pilipino. Maraming salamat at magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to refer the speech of the Honorable Deputy Speaker Aurelio Gonzalez to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The speech of Deputy Speaker Gonzalez is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended. Session is resumed.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session, adjourn session until Tuesday, January 28th. Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend the privilege hour.
Privilege hour is suspended.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adjourn session until tomorrow, January 28, 2020 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Is there any objection? The session is adjourned until tomorrow, January 28 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wala si DV eh. Wala si DV. Picture mo tayo.